Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm the Brick Verdict, and on this week's episode we're taking a look at the UCS Jabba Sail Barge. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, because I need all the support that I can get. So let's get into today's video. Let's have a look inside the box and see what all the fuss is really about. We've got set number 75397 containing 3,942 pieces. We've got the 25 years of Lego Star Wars logo, and this set will cost you £430. So just a couple more views of what the ship looks like on the box. Then we've got an exploded diagram on the back of the. Upon opening the box, we've got some more artwork from the film, and then a nice picture of Jabba and Princess Leia captured there. Inside the box, you've got two boxes which are labelled 1 and 2, which is nice that Lego are doing that. And again, we've got two of the characters that are included in the set from the film. Now I've got two sets of instructions, so let's have a quick look inside these. So upon further inspection of book 1, we've got a nice image from the film, some nice artwork, a few images again from the film, showing you the inside, which is nice. We've got a picture here of the designers, showing you that the desert skiff should have been included, and look how happy they are that it's not. More money, isn't it? More money, Lego. And then this is my favourite page. We've got a nice cross-section of all the bits that are included, how the ship comes apart. That's really nice. And again, we've got another still shot from the film. And then on this page, we've got how you should pick it up properly and how you shouldn't, because no one wants to drop it down the stairs. So this is the display plaque that comes with the set. It's a nice printed piece now rather than the stickers, so I'm glad that they've gone in that direction. And we've got all the information of Jabba's sail barge. Moving over to the 11 minifigures, we've got Jabba himself. We've got Vism, Kit Harbour and Woof, so they're all new to the set. Bib Fortuna, Gamorrean Guard, very nice figure. Princess Leia. We've then got the old Max Rebo, brilliant figure. C-3PO, R2-D2 and his tray. And he's got those nice glasses that look like they're filled. I really like that. And then we're finishing it off with Salacious Crumb. So let's just take a look how this set comes apart. Then we can have a look inside the set. So with the panels on the side, they just fold down. The ones at the back grip at the top. Once they're down, you can then start to take off the top bits, and that will allow you the access to get on the inside of the ship. It's nice and easily done, and it doesn't take too long. So a closer look and view in the cockpit. We can slide this door, and that will access you into the armory and the jail cell. These steps can be removed so you can see the weapons on display. And inside the jail cell, we'll have a bit of a closer look inside there in a minute. But there's some nice details there. Moving on to the kitchen. Again, we can remove these steps so you can access more of the kitchen space. And I like all the tiny details and things that they've got in there as well. That's very nicely done. This is where Jabba would sit. And then Max Rebo will sit in there in his little instrument. And now we've just got an aerial view looking down, just so you can see all the bits. There's plenty of space in there. So looking at the other side of the sail barge, you can see that we've got Jabba's chest, which contains chains, and for some reason he's got a whip in there. So we won't ask what he's been doing with that. We then come down here, we've got another panel. This comes off. That way you can then access the gel sail a bit easier. And if we have a look inside, you've got some Star Wars writing and a few other little bits in there. And then we'll just take another closer look at the stickers inside the cockpit. So taking a look in this section, we've got some hatches on the top. And what's really cool is they will actually meet up with the steps that are underneath them. And the same with the section that's over in the kitchen. So those stairs will meet up with this hatch at the top here. I just thought that was a really cool little detail that they've actually included with this set. Then if we move over to the gun, you can see it can move on all angles. It's a really nice feature. They've just got some really good details. So it's a thumbs up from me. So, my final verdict on this set. I'll start with the negatives, which obviously is the price of the set. It does seem a hefty price, £430. Seems a lot of money for this set, but don't let that put you off. The Sarlacc pit, yes, should have been included. I wish they had included it. That's extra money that you've got to spend for that set. And then it just comes down to the two minifigures, the Princess Leia and the C-3PO. If they'd just been done a little bit better, that would have made me a bit more happy. But that is not to take away from how good this set looks on display. They have designed this really well, and there's some really good building techniques, especially on the front end of how they've managed to get that curve. And the same with the back round here. Overall, this ship for me is spot on. If I had to give it the smallest, and this is finding a fault, the sails on the top could have been slightly bigger. But I'm not too worried about that. The way they've done the inside of this, it's perfect. All aspects of the inside of this ship have been done really well. I like all the features. It almost feels like a play set, a really well done play set. Obviously it's not a play set. You can have it as a play set. It's an expensive one, but you can have it as one. But yeah, I think it's fantastic. If you're like me and you like collecting sets from the original trilogy, like I do, that is probably my favourite wave of stuff. There's a lot of you that like the Clone Wars stuff, and I don't blame you, because that also is brilliant. But to me, I am so glad that they have brought this set to the UCS world. So putting money aside, should you buy this set, then yes, buy it. You can wait for the price to drop. Obviously it's not that old. So if you find it for sale, pick one up if you want it. But what I would say is it does need the Sarlacc pit. So if you're saving up for one of these, just put a few pennies to one side, get the Sarlacc pit first. Because obviously, like I said, I don't know if that is going to retire before this set. It would be nice if they had both sets on the shelf at the same time, retired them both together. But I do really like the way they have done this set. And that leads me on to my brick rating. And my brick rating on this particular model has to be a 7.5 out of 10. It's dropped a few points because of the minifigures, mainly because of the price. and the fact that the Sarlacc pit you have to buy separately. If you were to buy both sets together, that's £500. Would that feel like a £500 set? No. I would be happy if this was £400, including the Sarlacc pit. I would have run straight to the Lego store and ordered it. I did anyway. I did do that. So that's enough from me on this set. So if you haven't done so already, please give this video a like. It'll really help my channel out. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Leave a comment on what you think of my video this week. I've been the Brick Verdict, and I'm going to catch you lot in the next one.